We are going to bring in Mark Dubowitz. He's the CEO of the Foundation for the Defense of Democracies. Thank you for being here. So we have all of that technical detail. Let's zoom out just for a moment. Where are we? What is the strategic opening that we're looking at right now?
Well, the Israelis have cleared the skies. They've bombed most of Iran's nuclear infrastructure, and there's just this one remaining facility, and that is the kill shot for President Trump. If he does that and he drops these massive ordnance penetrators and takes out the Fordow facility, he will permanently end Iran's nuclear weapons program. If he doesn't, the Iranians emerge standing, and with all of this damage done to them, they can rush to a nuclear weapon.
So it is only day 7. I say only because wars can be long. Like, where are we on day 30? What's the calculation for America, for President Trump? Because right now, it seems like the Israelis are managing this war fairly effectively. I know you had a hospital that was hit in Israel overnight. That may continue if they ration the interceptor missiles that they have on the Israeli side, which apparently are running low based on some of the reporting we're getting. Do you make a move now, or do you wait and see where we are in a couple weeks on this war?
Yeah, I don't think the Israelis want to fight a months-long war. As you say, interceptors are decreasing. Their regime still has ballistic missiles capable of reaching Israel, including 2-ton warheads that can do devastating damage to Israeli civilian infrastructure. So I think at the end of the day, the Israelis have got to continue to own the skies, destroy the infrastructure, and then President Trump has a choice. It's Fordow or Oman. He can either drop the massive ordnance penetrators on Fordow, or he could threaten credibly to do so, drive the Iranians back to Oman for another round of negotiations, and permanently dismantle this program through a deal with Khamenei.
We had reporting this morning that the Israelis might have a ground operation possible that they could use themselves to go into Fordow. What do you think the chances are of that?
It'd be an incredibly risky operation. I mean, if, God forbid, those special forces were captured and paraded through Tehran Square, taken hostage, executed by the regime, that would be a devastating blow for Israeli society after all these months of war and hostages in Gaza. So, the Israelis are not going to telegraph that. They have options to do damage to Fordow, certainly, and set it back by months, but only the President of the United States has the ability to set that program back permanently.
If you take out all the missile launchers, you own the skies already. It must be a devastating thing if you're flying fighter jets over Iranian airspace 24/7, uncontested. That's an extraordinary advantage. But Iran has more than 100 missile launchers. That's what we were told about the IDF earlier today. IDF defense minister said the Ayatollah, quote, should not be allowed to exist. That's a big statement. The first time we've heard that from a high-ranking Israeli official. How do you interpret that?
Yeah, I mean, the Israelis are hanging the sword of Damocles literally and figuratively over Khamenei's head, and they're saying, you continue to escalate, you send in those 2-ton ballistic missiles, or you do anything else that targets Israeli civilians, we can take you. We know where you are. We know what bunker you're in. The Israelis have exquisite intelligence. They've taken out most of the high command of the IRGC and the military and security forces. Khamenei knows that his life might be next.
The intelligence has been extraordinary, and what a story this is, and we are right at the beginning of it. Thank you so much, Mark, for being here.
Yeah, Mark,
Thanks, Dana.
nice to see you.